let's draw something fun. So I've recently finished watching the first, and so far only season of the TV show The Witcher. I'm aware that there are books and a game series, but I haven't actually gotten to read/play either of them, but hopefully I will get to that later. Anyhoozles, today I'm inspired by two things: Geralt of Rivia, aka The Witcher, and the new Pokemon games Sword and Shield. And somewhere along the line, the thought of Geralt of Rivia, friend of humanity, monster slayer extraordinaire, and Pokemon trainer, manifested itself in my mind. So ladies and gents and non-binary friends, I am here today to give you exactly that strange but oddly fun image. Now, choosing a Pokemon for Geralt was kind of hard, but I ultimately settled on the Zigzagoon of the Galar region, which, if you haven't seen, looks like this. Specifically, this cutie over here. The overall design of the Pokemon takes inspiration from Kiss, a rock band from around the 70s and 80s, which, just looks totally awesome. Anyways, I thought that the color scheme, dope factor, and overall attitude would fit with Geralt the best. So, this is the matchup we got. If you think a different Pokemon would have suited him better, then please tell me in the comments below. I've gotten into this new habit of drawing a person's face twice. The first time to figure out what on earth I'm doing, and the second time to actually get it right. And usually, my second go at a face just turns out so much better than the first. For this drawing, I actually genuinely forgot how to draw a full body person, because I haven't done it in so long. So I ended up drawing the full geometric breakdown of each limb, which took insanely long, but ultimately made him look not off. Coloring is definitely the easiest part of a drawing for me. However, getting the color right is a whole other beast unto itself. But ultimately this entire piece just ended up having a very green and teal color palette, which came out so nicely. One of the few things that worried me about this drawing that I didn't quite know how to fix was that Geralt almost kind of looks like he only has one arm, which was not what I was going for, but that's okay. Now, this I think is the third Pokemon I have ever drawn, and I wasn't very sure on how to go about it. So I started by outlining its basic shapes and just kind of morphed the fur around that in the most accurate way I could muster. The face was a pain to get right. I kept having to get the nose further left, which felt wrong, but overlaying my face with the reference, it made sense. I still tried, however, not to copy the reference outright, because I wanted the little Galarian Zigzagoon to be my own one, and I think he came out like such a cutie pie. So, doing a bit of research on this Pokemon leads you to its Pokédex entry in Sword and Shield, where it says, and I quote, "Its restlessness has it constantly running around. If it sees another Pokemon, it will purposefully run into them in order to start a fight." Which, is just so cute. It just wants to have some battle bros to have some good times with. Aww. And one other fact I found out on Bulbapedia, which is like Wikipedia but for Pokemon, is that Zigzagoon is one of the two Pokemon left out of the Hoenn Pokérap. The other is Relicanth. The Pokérap usually happens at the end of an episode of Pokemon, where they rap about all the Pokemon in that region, and it's kind of sad that it's one of two Pokemon that didn't fit in the song. So I don't know about you, but the more I draw and learn about Zigzagoon, the more I'm just falling in love with him. I would love to have my own little trash panda, it would be so cute. Now the background is actually inspired by the backgrounds from the games, and although I'm not 100% sure about which game the reference image is from, it does look a lot like Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. So, this is what we ended up drawing today. I had lots of fun coming up with this idea and bringing it into the world. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you drew along, then please tag me in your art. I would love to see it. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day. Any hoozles, toodles!